Peace and blessings, everyone. My name is Felita Danieli, your life coach and your source for information and inspiration. My mission is to empower and encourage you to live your life with passion, power, and purpose. So today's video is entitled, I Meet No One But Me. Again, let me say that again. Today's video is titled, I Meet No One But Me. And I wanted to come out to you and do this video simply because the other day in one of my Facebook groups, there was someone posted a question that asked the ladies, do you feel respected by men? And I was totally amazed at over 500 responses to that question on that particular day. 95% of the responses from the ladies in the group said no. Now, if you are a female, it doesn't matter whether or not you're male or female, but he was specifically directing the question towards the females. He wanted to know if you felt respected by males. And if you are a female and you do not feel respected by males, then it's time to look at yourself, because many times we point the fingers at the other person. This person is doing this to me. This person is doing that to me. This person is doing this to me. But I am here to tell you that you are the person who's creating your own experiences. Now, I'm sure that this is probably going to go over some of y'all's heads, but that's okay. Whatever applies to you, you take what applies to you, and the rest you just have to leave it alone, because some of you may not get it right now, but hopefully later on down the road, you will eventually get it. You must understand, if you do not feel respected by men, then somewhere within you, you do not respect yourself. Respect comes from, number one, loving yourself and having respect for yourself. So it's time for you to look in the mirror to figure out what it is that you need to do to correct what's going on within. Now, I want to read to you what the law of attraction says. The law of attraction demonstrates how we create things, events, and people that come into our lives. Our thoughts, feelings, and words and actions produce energies which in turns attract like energies. So therefore, if you find yourself being a more negative person, what's going to happen? You're going to attract more negative people. However, if you find yourself, if you're a more positive person, then you're going to attract more positive people. So again, if you are, you have to understand that in a universal principle, for every cause, there is an equal and opposite effect. So therefore, if you are not getting the results that you desire, then it's time to reset the program. Because what's going on within your consciousness and within your mind is that you are projecting into the universe based upon your perception of your experiences that you have had previously. For example, if you're a female and you find yourself having challenges attracting good men into your experience, that's because more than likely you're running on a program that's operating in your mind that keeps attracting the wrong type of men into your experience. You could have had a bad relationship and you're holding the thought in your mind, men are no good. I can't find a man. There are no more good men out here. I hear that from women all the time, but I don't have that problem. And the only difference is that you just have to think another thought and feel differently within yourself. It all starts with self-love and love of yourself. So let me give you an example. Again, if you're a female and you're attracting men who cheat on you constantly, they don't seem to be committed to you. That's because, again, it's a program running within your mind. You probably had a bad experience or a negative experience with a man who cheated on you, who was not committed to you. And so you have started to put that thought in your mind. Men are no good. All men are cheaters. That program is running in your mind. But you have to think of your life this way. When you get up every single day and you decide to turn the radio on, the radio is sending out a frequency or a vibration into the world. Now, if you have it on a specific station, if it's on a country station and you're more of an R&B, you're not vibing with that station. So therefore, you're going to change the channel to find a radio station that you vibe with. So you'll keep going until you find the music that you vibe with. Well, it's the same way with the law of attraction. If you are not vibing on that frequency, thinking that I am loved, I love myself, and when you go out into the world, you are projecting, if you are not projecting that you love yourself, then you're going to, in turn, attract the same thing. You're going to attract someone else who doesn't love his or herself. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, let me give you an example of events. Many, many years ago, I was taking my son to school, and I was driving down the street, and I was going about 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit. And within me, I just heard my intuitive voice say, slow down. And instead of me obeying my intuitive voice to slow down, what did I do? I put the pedal to the metal and I went faster. So I was going about maybe 10 miles over the speed limit. Now, this is a residential area. Now, you should really be paying attention to the speed limit in a residential area. So as I approached the stop sign, I looked over to the opposite side and there was a police coming the opposite direction. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, oh my God, I hope he didn't catch me speeding. I hope he didn't see me. I had the anxiety going on within my body. So I had the thought first in my mind. I had the anxiety going on in my body. So what happened? He went past me. And when he passed me, I said, oh my goodness, I hope he doesn't give me a ticket. I hope he doesn't give me a ticket. I just kept saying it. The anxiety was going on within my body. It was just, I was feeling all of this nervousness. And what happened? He went up the street, turned around, and came right back to me and gave me a speeding ticket. It was at that moment that I realized that I created that experience. Now, I could have created a different experience. Although I was not obeying the laws of the land, I could have created a different experience. Had I, number one, obeyed my intuitive voice, when I heard the voice telling me to slow down, had I just slowed down, it would not have caused all of the anxiety that was going on within me. So therefore, if I had just played it calm, and even if I saw the police, I just kept my head. Had I just kept my head forward and not had all of that tension and all of that vibration going on within my body, I wouldn't have drawn him to me. So I ended up paying $350 for that speeding ticket. And that was over 15 years ago. And I made a decision from that day on that I would never get a speeding ticket from that day on. And I promise you, I have never gotten another speeding ticket ever since then, because I understand how powerful the law of attraction is, and I understand how I create things within my own experience. So, in order for you to get a different result, it's very simple. Just like when your computer gets backed up and when your computer slows down, what do? You have to reboot it. You have to do the same thing with your thought process. you have to reboot it. You have to think a new thought. You have to feel a new feeling. And throughout the day, you have to ask yourself, what am I thinking about myself within myself? You have to, throughout the day, ask yourself, how am I feeling about myself within myself? Because if you are not feeling well and you don't feel good about yourself and you don't feel confident and you carry the thought, oh, I don't look good, I don't feel good, you're going to continue to attract the same type of people within your experience. It's very, very simple to do. Just reprogram your mind, reprogram your thought process. So I want to give you a few tips on how you can do that. Number one, pay attention to what you are attracted to. If you find that you're constantly attracting the wrong type of people, pay attention to what's going on in your life. Have a self-awareness. Analyze what's going on and what you are attracting. Why do you keep attracting people who are stealing from you? Evidently, you stole something from someone else. You may not realize it on a conscious level, but somewhere you stole something. It could have been time from your employer. It could have been, you unconsciously picked up a pen and walked away with a pen. You don't realize that what's going on a very subtle level, how it's bringing it back. You're creating that karma that's coming back to you. So pay attention to what you are attracted to. And then number two, decide, okay, what is it that you desire? What do you want to attract? Make a decision about what it is that you want to attract into your experience so that you can know and you can make that request. It's just like going into a restaurant and you look at the menu and you decide what it is that you want. You have to do the same thing about your daily experiences. Decide what it is that you want so that you can bring more things into your experiences of what you desire, your heart's desires. And then number three, be intentional. Set the intent every single day about what you want to bring into your experience. Okay? It's very simple. Number one, pay attention to what it is that you are attracted to. Number two, desire. Know what it is that you want so that you can get clear and be very clear. Clarity is the utmost important in the law of attraction. And then number three, be intentional. Decide, set the intent of what you're going to attract into your experience every single day. So here's some homework. This week, pay attention to what it is that you are attracted to. Be careful of what you listen to on the radio, because a lot of times you're attracting things subliminally because of the subliminal messages that are played on the radio. If you listen to a commercial, advertisers are very, very good about this. Like, if you're listening to a commercial about pain, and I remember once this happened to me. I was singing this song, said 1-800, call 1-800-411-PAIN. And I started singing that, and I was like, okay, let me stop this right now because I do not want to attract pain into my experience. So pay attention to what it is that you are attracted to and what you're bringing into your experience. So you do not want to attract those types of things. All you have to do is set a new, reboot the program, write a new program so that you can start attracting your heart's desires. So I hope that you found value in this video. If you did, please be sure to give me a like here and also share it with someone else who you may feel need to hear this message as well. If you're interested in coaching services, please be sure to visit my website by going to www.coachfalita.com. I'll also leave the description in the website in the description of this video as well. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel as well so that you can get up-to-date videos in which I plan to come out more frequently. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. Pay attention to what you're attracting and what you're bringing into your experience so you can be able to attract all of your heart's desires. So until the next time, take care, take charge, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.